Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome. It's Thursday, May 11th, 2023, and here we are again. Welcome back, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all here today. Thank you all for joining me. Today, folks, we're looking into the University of Idaho murder. I think this is it for today, for the week, for a while, folks. November 13th. What really happened that night? Join Mama Bear and I as we discuss this today. It'd be a good show. It'd be interesting. And again, thank you all for joining us. Let's get the show on the road. What's up? Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Good to be what's up? Thank you all for joining me today. Yeah. What's up, folks? I hope you guys are all having a great day today. Mama Bear should be here any moment. It's great to have you guys here. Thank you all for joining us again today as we discuss probably the final looking back at University of Idaho. What have we missed? Today, folks, we're looking at November 13th. What really happened that night, guys? I have some insight. I have a little theory as to what's going on, what went on, what happened, as do we all. A few things we're going to talk about and look at. We're going to go back through the house again. We're going to talk about some things. So it is so great to have you all here to do that with us. And again, thank you all for joining us. Bongo, the twerking money dog, is back in chat today, guys. Thank you so much for being here, Bongo. I appreciate you. I love it. Let me get that set up for you. Thank you so much, Bongo. Make it rain. Absolutely, guys, because this is a fully crowdfunded channel. If it weren't for you guys, for your donations, for Bongo, the twerking money dog, I couldn't be here, guys. It's what keeps me coming back to you guys. So thank you all. Any of you that have donated via the links that we put out here, whether it be that or super chats or super stickers, whatever it is, I do appreciate you guys because I love coming out here with you guys. And that's what keeps me doing it. So thank you so very much for that. One moment, everyone. I'm trying to get this set up here, and I will get to moving. Find out who we got here with us today. Uno momento. Faux show. Again, thank you. Bongo, the twerking money dog. I love it. I absolutely love it. And now we're off to the races with the first super chat of the day. I thank you so very much once again. Let me see here, folks, who we got here. Cautiously chatting. Thank you so much for joining us today. Great to have you here. Mr. Whistle, good to see you, brother. Lance, my brother, good to have you here. Mrs. M, it's so great to see you, my dear. Thank you for joining us. Good golly, everyone. It's Miss Molly in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. One of my amazingly lovely moderators. So great to have you here. Miss April, another one of my amazing moderators. Thank you for joining us today. Let's see. Cammy Q, good to have you here. Thank you. My brother Larry, good to see you, sir. Evie Marie, good to have you here. Redneck Zilla. Shibadoge. Much Moon Inu. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that, Redneck. Thank you so much. Daisy Dad, it's good to have you back. 2 days in a row. So great seeing you again. Let's see. Mr. Brian Hoffman, my brother, good to have you back. It was great seeing you last night over there. Great to see you here today. Let me see. Marty Bootens. Bootens. However, I'm sorry if I'm tearing your name up. I don't mean to, but thank you for joining us. Again, Bongo, the twerking money dog. Always a pleasure to have you here. Let's see. Anybody I'm missing? Mr. David James, my best friend, my brother. Good to have you here. Good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let me see. T2014, always happy to have you. Julie Abrignet, again, thank you so much for joining us. Good having you here again. I hate butchering your guys' names if I don't have to. Miss Sandra Williams, thanks for joining us. Am I missing anybody? Am I missing everybody? Trophy Wife's in the house. Always happy to have the Trophy Wife in the house. Thank you for joining us, Trophy. Good to see you. Pink Butterfly, happy to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Midnight McNutty, love the name. Thanks for joining us today. And I think that's going to do it. Let's hit the bottom down here. Let's see. Hash Cats, brother, good to have you back. Good to see you. It's a good point. What really happened on November 13th? Indeed. Let's see if we can figure it out, folks. Another moderator, Pink Peony's in the house. Good to have you here. I got the greatest moderators on the planet, folks. I really do. Another one again, my brother Dustin, professional paranormal research. Great having you here, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Excuse me. So come on in, everybody. If you, as I say to you every single day, grab your coffee, tea, whatever it may be. Come on here. Sit down. Have a conversation with Mama and me. Devil Doll, great to see you. Marie Duffy, thanks for joining us from over the pond. Good to have you here. Tia Girl, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I love all the new faces, guys. Anybody new that you know is new, please welcome them like we always do with open arms. Welcome to the family, folks. It's great to have you here. Transporter, my brother, good to have you. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Let's see here. Yes. Facts are facts, hash cats. It rhymed. Facts are facts, hash cats. That's right. Come on in, everybody. Get comfortable. 74 awesome people in here, guys. Do me a favor. As I always ask you, please, please, please leave a little bit of DNA on that like button on your way in the door. If you would, please share this out to your friends and neighbors, your family, your dogs, your cats, the goldfish, the birds, whatever it may be. Hey, throw it out there to the milkman and the ice cream man going down the street if you want to, but you got to share it out, folks. Please do. Please do. I appreciate that so very much. Welcome, Amanda. Good to see you. Miss Heather Lauer, my baby sister. Good to see you, sis. How are you today? Thanks for joining us. Good to have you here. Let me see. What else do we got going on? Come on in, everybody. Grab a seat. There's plenty of room. Again, please, please, please slam that like button on the way in the door. Oh, excuse me. On your way in the door, do that, share it out, and please don't forget, if you would, at the end of the show, to please leave me a comment. I appreciate that. I do read them all, and I do respond as much as I can. Buenos dias to you. Good to have you here. My brother Mikey on the mics in the house. Good to have you. Good to see you, sir. Sergeant Friday, just a fax, ma'am. Thanks for joining us again, brother. Bada boom. In this instant, touch DNA only. That's right, bro. Just a little bit of touch DNA on that like button, folks. That's all I need. That's all you got to leave me. Come on in, everybody. Get a seat. Get comfortable. Let's do this thing. All right. Mama Bear should be popping in here any moment now. Hash Cats, it was only 235 feet from the unmarked car to the front bedroom window. 122 wasn't brick and poorly insulated as far as sound goes. Noise in the house from previous body cam can be heard. Absolutely. We're going to talk about that as well. There is no reason that nothing was not heard, because it was all heard, in my opinion. Folks, come on in. Come on in. I'm doing great, Sergeant. Thanks for jumping in, brother. Great to have you here. Miss Heather's in the house, another amazing moderator. Thanks for joining us, sis. Always happy to have you here. The gang is shortly almost all here. One Maiden Nut, good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. And as always, I got to say, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Whatever it is for you, I hope it's good because it's good for me. And there you go, Mama Bear. Miss Brandy, I'm not ignoring you. I seen you. I said hello to you. Why? Did I miss something in chat? I'm trying to see it all. There's a lot of people talking right now. What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? Where is it? What did you say? All I see you saying is, hey, Mike. I did not ignore you. I never ignore you. Miss Alexis, good to see you. Where? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Lance. I hope everything. I hope your family is going to be okay, brother. You and your family are both in our thoughts and prayers, bro. 100%. Oh, I didn't see her. Okay, so again, Miss Brandy, I'm sorry. Another awesome moderator here, our Miss Brandy. You came in after the fact. I didn't see you till then. I'm so sorry for that, dear. I never ignore you. Absolutely, brother. You know it. You know you are. I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. That's a horrible thing. Come on in, everyone. Please, please get comfortable. Find a seat. Make yourselves at home. 93 amazing people in here. Please make sure you're hitting the like button on the way in the door, guys. 93. Hell, we could almost have 100 likes already and throw us out into that super amazing algorithm that YouTube sets up for all of us. Welcome, Carrie. Priscilla, good to see you. Again, I know I'm not saying that right, but I'm trying. We got 34 likes, 36 likes, and 93 people. What is wrong with that? I don't get it. You guys can do that. Throw us out there, guys. Get it up there. We got to get out into that algorithm where everybody can find us when they need to. We are having the most beautiful weather in Ohio here today. It is gorgeous, isn't it, Pink Butterfly? It is probably one of the best days we've had yet. It's warm, sunny, and beautiful. That's a fact. Fingers crossed I get good sleep with my left ankle. I hope you do, Marie. I hope you do. Yes, I am in Ohio as well, Butterfly. Good to see you. Welcome, Michelle Apple. Good to have you here. I'm about 40 minutes south of Cleveland, Butterfly. Misty Jane, good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. Bama Askin 25. Thanks for joining us today. Sarge says, I've been bad. I have been pushing to look at the case as a prelim hearing done by the judge and trying to avoid talking innocence or guilt because that's what this all is. Those are facts, bro. Those are facts. Party of 5. Welcome. Good to see you. I dropped the link, Mama Bear. What happened? I'll do it again. There it is. All for you. Let me see something here. Come on in, everybody. 105 beautiful people. Okay. That's where Miss Brandy's from, is up near Toledo. Lance lives in Toledo. So we got some Buckeyes all through here today, although I do not like the Buckeyes. I am a Buckeye, sadly. Yeah, we got Buckeyes in the house today for sure. Yeah, I'm closer to Akron, Butterfly, than anything. That's probably the closest place to where I'm at. Lance is in Toledo. Miss Brandy came from right outside of Toledo, so you guys are all family here. We're all family anyway. Look at all these. Look at all these amazing meatballs in here, and all these meatballs coming in to float around in the sauce with me today. You can't beat it, can you? You can't beat it. And guys, we are gonna spill some sauce. Thank you, Miss Heather. Oh snap! Sharon's in the house. Another great day to be alive. That's a fact. That is a fact. Greetings to all. Thank you, Miss Heather. Again, folks, just so everybody knows that this channel is 100% crowdfunded, guys, which means if it's not for you guys, your donations, your generosity, I do not make it out here to do what I do. Therefore, I do post the links for my PayPal, PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. There they are, folks. Feel free. Should you feel like supporting the channel, there you go. And, of course, super chats and stickers are always welcome as well. Brian Hoffman, we are marinating in that sauce, aren't we? Yes, we are, brother. Misty Jane, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Come on in. Find a seat. It should be beautiful. I figured Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan are all probably having a good day today weather-wise. We don't get them too often. I know, I promise you when I'm done with this, I'm heading out that door. Oh, show. One moment, everyone. Come on in. Find a seat as you will. Of course, you can't forget West Virginia. Yeah, you guys are rock close too. Supposed to be checking RX plan, so if I drop dead, it's your fault. You ain't putting that on me, bro. It ain't happening. Sorry. Doop doop doo. You're a trip, dude. That's how I love it. We'll keep you going, brother. Don't worry about it. It's gorgeous up here in Maine too. Harloto Scaras from Maine. You know, I've always wanted to go there because as we're holding off for everybody coming in. Sophie, welcome. I am a huge, huge Stephen King fan. Okay. And all those New England states up that area, you know, Maine, all that. I've always wanted to go up there just because of the things I've read out of the books and stuff. Always wanted to see it. So maybe one of these days I can go up there and catch me a fresh lobster. Who knows, huh? It's sunny and beautiful as always in Florida, of course. Yeah, I got to hear from my brother Mikey all the time how beautiful the weather is down there. No way. No way. I couldn't do it. I can't do the heat. I don't like it. I like spring and I like fall. And I like when it's warm and sunny, not hot and sweaty. That's right. Thank you so much, Miss Heather. There's 118 amazingly awesome people tuning in right now. Thank you guys so very much. Please like, subscribe, share this out, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything we're doing. We want you guys here for everything we do. So please make sure you hit that little bell, please. I appreciate you so much. Oh, my goodness. Pookie Madoodle's in the house. Good to see you. You've got your computer. That's awesome. Finally, we've missed you, my dear. It gets too hot down there, bro. I don't do that stuff. Don't do that stuff. Okay, 1 second, Mama Bear. What do we got doing here now? Hold on. All right. I'm so glad to see you back, Pookie. We've missed you so very much. Yes, thank goodness you're back. Miss Molly's been missing you like crazy. That's a fact. She's been saying it. Where's their partner in crime? Lisa Cash, thanks for joining us from Texas. I'm so sorry to hear about that. I can't handle Texas. No way. No way. 123 amazingly awesome people in here, guys. Don't forget, please, please, leave some DNA on that like button and share this out, folks. I appreciate you all. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I'm trying to multitask and I don't know how to do that. So sorry here. Molly dear, if you could send that to the email, I would appreciate that. Thank you. I just saw your message and then I saw in the Discord. But yeah, if you could send that same thing to the email, please, it would be easier for me to open it up. I appreciate that so very much. And thank you for that, dear. Thank you so very much. What's up, Jay? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for jumping in today. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's going to have to get started here relatively soon as well. For those of you guys that are members and don't know about it, or for those of you that aren't members and want to know about it, we are going to be starting a movie night on Discord here. I've been talking about it for a while. I just need to get it started, but things have been so crazy this week, I haven't had a chance to jump into it. One second, folks. Sorry about that. Anyway, so again, it's typically for members only. What we're doing with it, we can all get together in here, drop a link into the Discord, and we can all sit back, hang out, and watch a movie together. It's going to be pretty cool. Thank you, Heather, for jumping that out there. I haven't even been able to think about it. Jules of all trades, true crime in the house. Thanks for joining us, sis. Always happy to have you here. And I hope that everything's working out well with your new computer too, Pookie. That way we don't lose you again. That was horrible. We've all missed you so very much. Don't worry about it, Daisy. We can work things out any way we need to, dear. Any way we need to. We got people that like to gift memberships in here all the time. So as long as you have the little money thing opened up down in there that where you can receive it, well, somebody will be gifting memberships, I'm sure, and you can be jumped right into the crew with no problem. Welcome, Sunshine. Good to have you back. Good to see you. Traveling from Idaho to California and listening. Awesome. So we're going to Idaho. She's leaving Idaho. Thank you, Molly dear. I appreciate that so very much. Just waiting. Like I said, guys, Mama Bear should be here any moment, please. We can get everything kicked off. No worries. Trying to upload the emails and stuff like that, so we're good. All right. 131 people in here now. Please make sure you're hitting that like button for me. Please share this out. Get it out there. Welcome, Annie. Good to see you. All right, Molly, that's awesome. That is absolutely perfect. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. All right. No, I did not, Sunshine. I'm sorry to say that. I didn't receive a message from you. Oh, yeah, Brian. She is, she's an awesome creator, actually. If you have not gone over there, and any of you guys haven't gone over there to subscribe, please do. Go show some love. Jules has some great stuff, guys. She's on point with it, and she knows what she's doing. You will not be disappointed. So please, please show a little bit of love. Jump over to Jules of All Trades, True Crime, subscribe, and check her out. Before I make my next call, I just wanted to say that I was emailed confirmation that the Papa Roger account was indeed a troll. Thank you. I figured as much, but thanks. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, Jules. Absolutely. Yeah, we've been getting a Papa Roger account jumping in here talking about everything coming from um his iPad. So yeah. What's up, KC? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Evie Marie, great to have you here. Jules is awesome, Evie. You are right. Jules is the bomb. You're correct, Annie. I'm glad to hear that. I do appreciate that too, Jules. A lot of people have been claiming that if it wasn't for you, they wouldn't know I exist. So I owe you so much for that. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I think we're all waiting on that one, Bam. And we're gonna have her back again, by the way, guys. I had talked to her after the stream that we had the other day towards the end, and she had definitely agreed to come on back in so we can get some more questions answered. So I'm looking forward to having Kim back to answer some more questions and just to talk to, period. I believe she's a very nice lady, and I enjoy talking to her. Julie, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. MPD press log, police report. There was an alcohol offense reported at 3:01. It's a police report and therefore not a 911 call, I believe. I wonder if that's repeat is available. Well, that is the way that was reported, Maiden. That's the whole Banfield thing that went on that night. That's how that report got listed. So, as you all have seen today, we're going to be ending the series of looking back on Idaho to see the things that we've missed. Okay. And in doing that, as I titled it, November 13th, what really happened that night? That's what we're going to be looking into, folks. We're going to do a virtual walkthrough of the house once again. And we're going to be going back over some audio that we had listened to previously as well and talk about what exactly we all think happened in there that night. So, Miss Lori, welcome. If you get Kim back on air, can you pull questions to ask? Absolutely, we'll do that. I absolutely will do that. I wanted to do that last time, but there was so much going on, I didn't get a chance to. But I will definitely. You guys can put together some questions, and I will. Obviously I can't do them all at one time, but I will be pulling questions from the chat so you guys can ask your questions as well. That's kind of what I was thinking about anyway, because you guys didn't get to ask a lot of your own questions, and that's not absolutely fair. So that will be what we're doing. Sorry, I can't talk today. Save my life. Thank you, Miss Heather. I do appreciate you so much. Let me see here. Welcome, Audrey. Good to see you. Let me see something here. Thank you again for that, Heather. I appreciate that. I think we got a nice crew in here now. Like I said, here in a few moments, Mama Bear will jump up here. We will get to rolling, everybody. That's a good point, Daisy. I do remember that. Welcome, Miss Kiki. Good to have you here. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome.
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Like Tony the Tiger. Great.
There we go. I was getting an echo and I forgot to turn off the other one.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
Hi, guys. Sorry it's late.
To the Mama Bear.
Yep. I was being a mama bear, too, so.
Don't you always do that?
Yeah.
In some form or another?
Yeah.
Even with me?
Yeah. Which tonight is Thursday, so we got limited time.
Why? Oh, tonight. Yeah. You're right. I know. Yes. Correct. Roar. There's Bear. Yeah. I'm trying to do two things at once and it's not working. All right, guys. So
oh, Lord.
The Mama Bear is now here. We can move along. Welcome, Medicated Mama. Hope you're having a great day as well. So, like I said, guys, we're doing this is the last, at least for right now, the last until something else comes up, the last episode of looking back on Moscow, Idaho, and checking out for things that we may have missed. Thank you, Heather. And tomorrow I'm going to be jumping onto the Oklahoma case, which is a very, very crazy situation right now, and it needs to be put out there. It's bad.
Yeah, and it's not going to get any better, I don't think.
No, and we need to be putting the law enforcement out there and making everybody know what's going on in that sense. So that's what we're going to be heading into tomorrow. Thank you, Weezer. I appreciate seeing you here. I appreciate you joining us. So yeah, guys, that's what tomorrow is going to start with, is the scenario and horror in Henrietta, as I call it. Henrietta, Oklahoma. It's just a disaster out that way. Some really sad things going on. And like I said, we're going to be putting that out for everybody to see in here. We got plenty on it. Miss Molly, or our Molly Cat, whatever you want to call her, she's been all over that since the day it started. So we're on top of it, folks, 100%. So we're going to get through this today. Like I said, this is the last part to the series of us looking back on Moscow, Idaho, and what happened today, titled University of Idaho, November 13th. What really happened that night, guys? We all want to know the $1 million question. So we're going to go through the house. We're going to listen to some audio, as I said, and talk about some things and some people and see what we can come up with. I've been in many chats with paparazzi. They never bother anybody. Someone having zero sense of humor and getting upset with that someone used that name pick does not make that person a troll. Shake my head. As long as they're not being corruptive or not corruptive. Yeah. What am I thinking of? If they're not being a problem in people's chats, then yeah, it shouldn't be a big deal. I think a lot of people were trying to figure out if it was related to anybody related to the case at first. You know what I mean? So I think that's what the biggest deal was with it. Absolutely, Heather. I have that Molly stuff, all of it. We're gonna be jumping in that like head first. We have tons of stuff on it. So So for those of you that are interested, which it's a crazy situation, guys. I would hope to see you all here for that one. So anywheres, let me get this set up here. Again, welcome everybody. It's great to have you here. Yeah, I understood, Brian. That was the biggest thing about it. He wanted everybody to think that he was a serial killer. I just thought that was a little bit off to me, you know.
A little bit.
All right, is this going to load up? There we go. All right, everyone. What we have here, obviously, is the King Road home. Okay, welcome, Tara. Good to see you. And as I said, we're going to be doing a little bit of a look through this house and a talk about certain things in this house, okay? Now, as we know, this is considered the front door. Thank you, Jules. I appreciate it, hon. As we know, this is the front door. This over here, and I break things down for everybody completely so you guys understand it all. This here, the neighbor over here, this is over in this vicinity right here, where my little hand thing is where the video camera is that picks up certain things, and we're going to be listening to that again. Okay, this, as it's all labeled, you can see this is Xana's room. This is the living room. And that, boy, this is labeled completely. That's awesome. Okay. So we're going to go ahead in the front door. And there we are inside the house. How about that? Hang your coat, guys. There's plenty of places to hang your coats. And there's a light switch there. All right, through the door we go. I hope. One moment. All right, so I'm going to go to the first bedroom on the first floor, okay? So this is bedroom 1A, and I believe this room was empty, correct? This is the one that didn't have anybody in it at all, right? So, again, all right, back out. Now, this room had, there's a couple of these rooms that have these, like these little hidden doors in them. See them? Kind of interesting to me, but anyway.
I wonder if that isn't like
it's like under the stairs.
Shower and
it goes under the stairs like a cubby hole.
I mean, we got a big old closet that goes under our stairs. So.
That's where Harry Potter sleeps. And then, of course, we're out here in the hallway, folks. Back towards the front door. Okay, shower room is what this is called. And let's head this way. Front door, hallway. Okay. And then there's the first set of stairs that go up to the second floor. If we go over here, this is like the laundry room over here. Shower and toilet. And then this is that other bedroom. So up to the second floor we go. This is the living room area. Okay, there's that good vibe sign that was paid attention to so very closely. And this is what I want you guys to understand. This is why we're doing part of this. Okay, so as we look at this, there is not 1 ounce of carpet in this house, folks. Not 1 ounce. What is laid down on these floors is faux wood laminate floor. Okay, so it's made out of a vinyl type scenario. All right. Now, if you look at the way this house, the openness of this house, there are no sound barriers in this house that would muffle anything, okay? In turn, the reasoning why this is the second bedroom on the bedroom 2B on the second floor. The reason why I'm explaining this to you guys is because that means that there's things that should have been heard very clearly. Welcome, Nikki. Good to have you here, hon. From my understanding, just to give you guys kind of a virtual picture of certain things, not trying to be nasty about anything. Thank you, Larry, for that. Did I put that up there or did you?
You put it up there.
I must have done that. Sorry. Losing my grip. From what I understand, this is where this would be Xana's bedroom, okay? And this is where Xana's bed was. This wall, okay, is where the blood dripped down through the floor to the outside foundation, which explains a lot to me because that meant that there was a lot of blood loss right here based on what we had heard about that scenario. That explains a whole lot, okay? Now, if we turn the corner here, this door, what is this here? That's a closet. Okay, that's what I thought. So this is about right here is where Xana was found on the floor here too. Oh, see, that was different. They changed this up. From what we understood, Ethan was found on the floor. Welcome, Nikki. And that Xana was found in the bed. So they, unless they have that backwards, this is where Xana was found and this is where Ethan was found. Okay. But anyway, again, this makes a lot of sense. If the bed was here on the wall, why all of the blood was the way it was, if it was dripping off of the bed like that. You know what I'm saying? So moving out of this bedroom back into the living room. Again, guys, as you're noticing, this is 1/4 inch thick drywall. That's all this is, all through this. Okay. This entire house. And then we can see this at nighttime. Okay. So this is how it would have looked that night. Roughly, I'm sure there may have been other lights on, maybe not. So you can see how dark it is in here. Okay. I don't know. Let me pull this up a little bit more. If you can you follow the chat, Mama Bear? Because I can't see it when I blow this.
I'm watching.
Somebody's asking any questions.
Not yet that I can see. Not that I've seen.
Okay. So again, guys, do you see how dark this is? You know, I think there was a light on the good vibe sign. There, that's the
there
light.
it is. Wow.
That's pretty much it. So this is what it would have looked like at nighttime, for the most part. And back to the daylight. Anyway, let me check something here. Living room view 2. Okay, so if we move over this way and then spin it around, you can kind of see the whole area here. Okay.
I don't know how to say the one made nut. Sorry. Want to know, where did the location of the bodies originate from? Didn't that come from the coroner? Kind of slipped.
And then we head up the stairs. This right here, from what I understand, is Xana's bedroom, okay? I'm sorry, Dylan's bedroom. This is where she was. When it was described that she cracked her door open and down the stairs and past her came bushy eyebrows person and on out through the kitchen to the sliding door, supposedly. So, hold on a minute here. This area here is where the latent shoe print location was, okay? During the processing of the crime scene, investigators found a latent shoe print. This was located during the second processing of the crime scene by the ISP, Iowa State Police forensic team, by first using a presumptive blood test and then amino black, a protein stain that detects the presence of cellular material. The detected shoe print showed a diamond-shaped pattern, similar to the pattern of a Vans type shoe sole. I have a pair of Vans. If you guys actually want to see it, I can show you. But that's exactly what it looks like. So, just outside the door of Dylan Mortenson's bedroom, located on the second floor. This is consistent with DM's statement regarding the suspect's path of travel. So, as we look at that, it shows. Hold on, sorry. Her door is here. This person came down and went this way, right past her as she was looking out the door. Okay. Down and turned and headed towards and through the kitchen. And then, hold on. Here we are. Came down, turned the corner, walked through this way, and went right out that door, based on what she said. Okay. I don't know. And as you can see, you open this and you're going out level on the ground, and you can run out this way. Maybe to that path that was up there, to that stairwell, and take off that way without being seen. Or come out this way, jump in a car, and take off. We don't know. That's the problem. We don't know. Okay. So, turning back around. These are the stools that were found put up against the door here. That was done by, from what I understand, law enforcement to keep people from coming in that door. I'm guessing. I don't know. I thought that to be kind of weird, but it is what it is. Okay. Now we're on the third floor. This is where the killer went. From what we understand, the killer went this way first, handled things on the third floor, and then headed back down to handled things there, and then headed out from the second floor out the back door. Now, we don't know 100% if that's true, but again, this is Kaylee's bedroom, okay? She's got sliding doors here, and it's been talked about that that person could have came in that way. But see, I think the dog would have been going even more nuts if somebody would have came through that way and then out of her bedroom. This is where Murphy was during the whole situation. It was right here, I guess, where this little red circle is, they're saying. Okay. So there was nobody in this room. But my thought is that Kaylee, this is just my theory. I'm not saying this is true, guys. I still feel like Kaylee was in here with the dog. Okay. And I think she heard noises going on over in Maddie's room. She come walking, jumped off her bed, turned around to see what was going on. Because as we all saw yesterday at the grub trot, Kaylee seemed to be a protector of Maddie. She kind of watched over her, you know. I'm guessing that was a regular thing. So I'm guessing that Kaylee heard noises, come walking out here, and either saw from here what was going on in here. Okay. And then comes in here to try to help her best friend. As that's going on. Okay. And we all know that Maddie was, in my opinion, completely sleeping. Okay. Madison and Kaylee were found on the bed in this bedroom. So as I had said before, I think Maddie was asleep. She seemed like she was, for the most part, out of it for the night. She was pretty twisted. You know, she had a good time. All right. And I think she was here. And I think when Kaylee, this is just, again, my theory. I'm just guessing that Kaylee came in, tried to stop whoever this was, got into it, which is why her wounds were so much worse. And she was then unalived and dropped on top of Maddie here, which is how they found them. Okay. And this is where the knife sheath was found. They're saying. Okay. That is the knife sheath.
Jules, I don't think we know that for sure.
And as I showed you guys yesterday, it's not identical, but it's along the lines of this same scenario. Okay. And they have the same. Well, it's a little different because the snap on this one goes across where the hilt is. The snap on that one goes across. And then again, this type of a knife, it's a little different. This has that curve to it that the K-bar doesn't have, as I showed you guys yesterday, okay? There's a hilt to stop your hand from going over it if you're doing anything with it force, okay? Both ways. K-bar set up just like this, other than this curve right here. It's pretty straight for the most part, like I said yesterday. So that sheath was found laying right there on the bed. I've always had a problem with that from the beginning. Doesn't make sense to me, especially with somebody that, if they're going to put it on him, somebody that has that education. 1 second, everyone, if you would, please, Mama Bear.
Yep. Sergeant, you're correct. He did come from the living area towards her. Brian, you don't have to shut up. Nobody has to shut up.
Sorry, everyone. That was my son calling from school once again. I think he calls me more from school than he talks to me when he's home. Anyway, so let me turn this out of here. So this is how do we end up back in here? Dylan Mortenson's bedroom on the night. Oh, okay. This would be where she was when this all went down. This is the doorway when she opens the door. Okay. When she saw the intruder, so we're gonna go. This is nighttime. Okay. See in the bedroom. There's the footprint again. So this is her standing. Where I can't even see the stairs myself. Hold on, guys.
Brian, I got a bigger knife than what he's showing.
Okay, so this will tell you how dark it was. So here's the case. If somebody's going past her, I find it hard to believe that she even saw bushy eyebrows. Pretty dark. You know what I'm saying? But I know that her and Bethany heard everything. And again, they were both in this room together from what we've been told, right? That's what we've been told. Kind of crazy. I don't know. Anyway, so this is the house, folks. You've seen it during the day and at night. This is, and again, as you guys can see, this is standard quarter inch drywall. Not very thick. There's no carpet, no sound barriers, no nothing. Okay. And there nothing that would prevent anything from being heard. That's why I don't believe that they didn't hear anything. Welcome, Kim Black. Yes, the investigation is going. I don't understand that. Paladin was in here before. White.
Right.
What he was telling me before, he can't come in and say anything. Do you have any idea? Or let me check here.
I was gonna say I can check. Either
Let me
way.
look in my StreamYard. I'm pretty sure I already checked this, but he should be able to come in here with no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in here.
Let me look in the studio real quick.
Under the blocked list at all. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Mm-mm.
I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people blocked in here. Can you hear me, Mama Bear?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you at all. Nothing.
I didn't think you could. They can hear me.
Can't hear me.
Huh?
Hello?
Hello?
Nope. Do it again.
Hello?
I don't hear a word.
Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me.
What'd you say?
They can hear me. Why can't you hear me?
Okay, but can you guys hear Mama Bear talking?
Yep. Dago can't hear me.
That's weird. I don't understand that. That's very strange to me. I don't hear nothing you're saying. Hold on. Let me try something here.
Hello?
Something's not right.
Really weird.
Can you say something, Mama Bear?
Hello?
Anything?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Nothing's coming through. That's weird. All right, so that's down. I don't understand this at all. Very strange. Sounds very BK-ish. No? Yeah, it sounded very hollow, yeah. And she's gone. Yeah, I don't know about that, Lance, but... All right, Mama, hold on. Here we go. Thank you, Heather, once again, for that. There we go.
Hello? Hello?
This is weird.
You still can't hear me.
I did hear you.
Well, what did you do?
What is going on?
I don't know. You broke it.
No, this is something internal, Lance.
Diego messed it up playing around with stuff is what happened.
See here.
Oh. Hash. I found Paladin. For some reason, he was on there. Tell him.
Yeah, something don't sound right.
He can come back in.
Just in general. That's weird. Yeah.
I don't know why he was on there. There was no reason for him to be on there, but he was.
I can't hear anything you're saying, so I'm not very good at reading lips.
The chat can hear me, though.
That's good.
And I was talking to the chat.
Can you go? You already did that, though.
Yeah.
You drop down and yeah, it's got to be something here. I hate to do this. I don't want to do this. Hold on a minute.
Hello. Hash, did you hear me about Paladin?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can't hear you. I can hear my speakers, though, and they sound weird. Like when music plays. Hold on a minute. Well, that's Bluetooth. What's up, Chief? Good to see you. Let me close this and see what happens here. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to try something else real fast.
Yeah, we're ready.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I can't hear nothing you're saying. Hold on. All right, now say something.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
You know what? Let me try something here. And he said, Jules, will you do me a favor and try to come up on panel and talk real quick? Please. The link is in the chat. I just want to see if it works for somebody else. That's all. If it is, then it's me. Just for a second. You don't have to show your face or anything if you don't want to. I just want to bring somebody else up here that have them try to speak.
Right, Jules? I don't get it.
Please, please, please.
Broke it.
I know it's very odd. That's why I'm trying to see if I can get anybody else to hit that link. Or Jules. Well, I was hoping for Jules to come up on panel real fast to see if I can hear. Yeah, I didn't move anything in here. That's why I don't understand what the hell's going on. My speakers are on and I can hear other things, but I can't hear.
April did it.
Stage over here is taking a girl on the back of his motorcycle for the very first time.
I already did that, Brian.
Hold on. Hello?
Hey, can you
Can
hear me?
Yeah, I can see her talking, but no sound. Something ain't right.
Oh.
Hey, Jules, can
Mama
you
Bear,
hear me?
can you hear me? I can
I'm
hear
guessing
you.
she
Can you
can
hear
hear me
me?
because she's
Yep,
talking.
I can hear you.
That makes no sense that the host
I can't
cannot
hear
hear
you.
anything.
Wait a minute.
Right?
Say that again.
That makes absolutely no
Did something
sense.
come? Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
I'm confused, yo.
Right? I'm like, hold on, wait, because I
He's
went
the
to
host. We shouldn't be able to hear each other if he can't hear anything. Like, that's weird.
Right? I'm like, because I went to ask him a question, he just kept on talking, and I was like, well, maybe I didn't say it loud enough or something, and I was like, I'll just write it down.
Yeah, it was muted because I was on a call, and I just saw people in the comments talk about how they could hear you and they didn't know what was going on. So now I'm like, now I see what's happening. This is crazy.
Right?
There always something that happens to me. Always.
It does. It always happens to him. Poor guy.
That's insane. Okay, I got to get back on a call, but if y'all still need me to check it after I'm off this next one, I'll call back in.
Fuzz of noise,
All right,
but
bye.
nothing.
Bye.
Give me a second. I think I got to check this thing here. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Settings. System. Bear with me, everybody. My apologies. Sound. Master volume is up. Manage sound devices. Speakers. Okay.
He pays no attention to me. Now. He was wearing the headphones yesterday. That might be it. What? I don't know why you hear the Jeopardy theme, unless it's just because it's quiet. Do 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 do.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Huh.
I hate headphones. So if these speakers that I just got, no, because they were working fine. I could hear other things through here. I don't understand.
You guys laughing at me.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, guys. Every time there's something stupid that happens to me. Every time. So my apologies, everyone. Once again. Moving on. So, Mama, she is adorable. I know. She is. Anyway, so that was the virtual tour of the house in that sense. Okay. And I apologize to you all. Maybe your settings slipped back to headphones instead of speakers. Mine did that. I didn't know because I had to go in and change it over to headphones. Anyway, either way, I'm just keeping these on for now until I can figure it out. Again, my apologies, folks. Ridiculous. So, what was I saying? Ta-da! Yes. Make sure the volume's all the way up so I can hear you and you can hear everything. So,
how would his phone be doing it, David?
No, my phone's over here somewhere. That doesn't make sense. What did he say?
Well, anyway.
I don't know. Moving on. Never fails. My life is always something like this. Always. Every time. So, moving along. Go to downloads. Next thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to if this lets me do this, pull up, yes, this. And I want everybody to hear this clearly too. So, hold up, stop moving. right. And please make sure you guys let me know how you can hear things too. Good to see you, Sherry. Murphy's Law, right. Jeez. Okay.
Hey, Jelly Bean.
Now. That's turned all the way up. Okay. There's no sound coming from this now. Can you hear anything?
I can hear it.
I can't hear this either now. Okay. Well, as long as you can hear it, that's all that matters, I guess. I don't understand that, though. Why can't I hear it? Something's wrong. I think my sound card's not going bad. That's what's up. Is there a volume thing on here? No, because then you wouldn't hear it. Stupid. Can you hear it now? Did it slow down?
Yeah.
Is it clearer? Or is it too slow?
Probably too slow. Oh, thank you, Jelly Bean. That's sweet.
What?
You wished me a happy Mother's Day.
Oh. Is it It ain't Mother's Day yet.
I'm afraid to forget by
Okay.
next time.
Yeah, don't freak me out like that. I get that. Both two ways. My mother and my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister. And you. And everybody else.
Everybody says it's too slow.
Okay, hold on. We'll go forward again. Alright, let's try it. How about now? What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
No, I thought you said something. Sorry. I don't understand why I can't hear it. Does it sound better now?
Yeah.
Okay. How can I hear you? I can't hear that.
Red, just call him.
What? No, I can't. It's not working at all. I did hear something else. Say something, Mama Bear.
Hello?
All right, now. Say something again.
Hello?
No.
No. Nothing.
Oh,
Nada.
God knows what's wrong with this system now. I don't care. Get off me is what he's saying, supposedly, Party of 5. He screams yell and then says, get off me. Yeah, that other one was good. That was fake, 100% fake from First Mars. Yeah, that one was. The one that he did was just you hear people yelling, saying, "No, leave me alone." That's the one that Joseph Morris put out. This one is the one from the ring footage from the house next door. This is the one that I pulled from before that we had that they said was the one. Yeah, this is the same one I got from you, Nikki, initially. I couldn't find it. I had to get another version of it. I wish I could listen to this with you guys so I could talk about it. It says download. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay. Either way, like I said, there was a couple different variations of this that I was trying to find. One second, everyone. Okay. Let's see if this works. Damn it! Why is this doing this? Give me a moment, everyone. I'm trying to set this up too. This is the other version of it. Molly sent. Thank you. One second. That's what I was saying. There's two. I have two different versions. 3 different versions of this, I should say. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Why is nothing else playing but you? Something's not. And I hear my speakers, and they're humming, but there's nothing coming through them.
You can or can't hear me?
I can hear you through the headphones, but I can't hear anything else through the headphones. It's weird. Right. With the dog barking thing. That's what I'm saying. Okay, hold on a minute. Audio. Okay, audio there. All right. You know what? I wonder if it would make a difference. That one that you just sent me, you said the cleaned up one. Can you put that up here and see if it'll play through here?
Yeah.
Let me try that. Maybe I can hear it then.
Okay, hold on.
I did this. I pulled it out, Casey, and it still wasn't working. Welcome, Sarah. Good to see you. Lollipop, good to have you here. Paula, thanks for joining us. KP, good to see you.
Let me move my screens around. Hold on a second.
Absolutely, KP. Actually, I have a map that goes and shows it as you go out the back door or across the road behind the house. It takes you directly down a stairwell, directly to Emma's front door. just wondering if you put it up through here, I can hear it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Kelly. Good to have you here. Okay. Is there noise going on with this right now? I don't hear anything. And if my speakers are turned all the way up, if I unplug this, nothing. Let me see if I can do something with the audio in here. My speakers are working. That stupid testing thing. I don't know what that is. Go ahead and play that again and see if I can hear it now. Nope, nothing. This doesn't make any sense to me. I hate to say this, but let me try this again. Welcome, Donna. Good to see you. Yes, you did, Kiki. You're fine. So, okay. Well, I guess if you guys can hear it, that's what matters. But I can't really talk about much of it because I can't hear it, so. All right, well, we'll play that one, and damn it. Okay, you still there, Mama Bear?
Yes. Sorry, my daughter came in.
No, I can't hear you that way. What the hell? Hold on. Okay, now I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, through the headphones. But I still can't hear this thing. I don't understand that. Wait.
Okay, Molly. Thank you. Hello to everyone that has come in. Welcome.
Sorry.
Good to see
Sorry,
you.
guys. Yeah, I don't know why this is doing this.
We're having some technical issues. Give us a minute to.
I'm picking it up, and I can hear it a little bit, but it's very, very low, and I can't turn anything up. Settings, quality, auto. This doesn't make any sense to me.
Hello, Patricia and Jennifer.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. So,
Hello, Bubbly.
welcome, everyone.
Hey, Lena.
I'm going to take this one down and try to add this one. Can you hear that?
I don't hear anything.
All right, let's try that one then. Go ahead. Nothing.
What? No, Sarah. Oh, hey, Maddie. Welcome.
So is this the one? I can hear very faintly. I can hear this because I plugged into my speakers. That's dumb, but is this the one that's real then?
I believe so. Molly said check your email. She was going to send you another video. Can you hear me? Hello? There you go.
Thank you, Heather. Ah, wait.
What?
Now I can hear it. How did that happen?
Hear what? Me?
Okay.
What?
What just happened?
That was my kids.
One moment.
That was
something
impressive.
Just happened. Say something, Mama Bear.
Something.
Now I can't hear you. Are you kidding me? Hold on.
Hey,
Take
Tiffany,
that down for a minute.
Brandy, everybody that's rolling in, welcome. Glad to see you. Right, Molly?
Okay. Let's try this again. This is ridiculous. I don't understand this.
I don't hear it. It's playing. All right, Molly.
Okay. Now I can't hear you at all. All right, now I can hear you again. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, so I don't know what anybody thinks about. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, there. Now I can hear you. But I can't hear anything else. It's very low. Makes no sense to me. Yeah, I know, April. That's 100% what my life is. If I take the headphones off, I can't hear anything, guys. That's what the problem is. All right, so you guys heard both of those, right? Everybody can hear that clearly. Yeah, it's probably going to have to be to restart my computer. I can't do that while I'm live, so that's the problem. This thing was what the problem was the other day, Donna, and I disconnected this completely. It has nothing to do with it. So either way, so we walked through the house. We listened to that audio. So you think the secondary one, do you think was the one that was real, or was that not real?
Could you hear that?
Nah, hear what? I don't hear anything but you.
All right, hold on.
I hear that.
Some stuff down.
Welcome, Randy Oliver, Unique Ben Life. Good to have you here. Mudman, good to see you. We heard one video. It's not real.
Molly, is your audio the real one, or are we not sure? I've lost track of what's real and what's not anymore.
Yeah, I know, because they both sound the same. There are 3 versions of this audio, right, Bernice? I could not find Discord. We've looked at I don't know how many of them.
I got it, Molly, from the drive. Molly lost track too, so. So do we want to listen to this audio, or have we all heard it?
Yeah, that's go ahead.
Okay.
Play it one more time.
Welcome, Doug. Welcome, Nana.
We're listening to this because well, first of all, we're trying to find the real one to listen to. That's the problem, Maiden. They've been so mixed up that. See, that's what I was told, that one was real.
Molly, you want to post your link to your channel?
Thank you, Lollipop. I appreciate that so very much. I'm not sure. I thought the one that I had initially was the real one. When I pulled it up, I was told that it was the real one before by somebody else, but obviously that's not the right one. So my apologies. And 1 second. Again, Lolly, I appreciate that very, very much. And then once we do this, I'm going to talk about something else that had to do with this too. All right. That worked.
Thank you, Molly. Molly's link is in the chat, guys, if you want to go check out her channel.
Thank you very much for that. I had the real one posted, but when I lost my channel and then got my channel back, they didn't let me keep the video up. Okay, got you. Maybe that's the problem, is that they took down the real one.
It could be.
I don't know. Anyway, what I was trying to do was to listen to that, guys, the real one, to see what we could actually pull out of that based on the things that we've heard and talked about. So, on what verification is this real though? Because the one that I got, the real one that I had initially, came from a news source. It supposedly was given from a very reliable source. So at that point, well, that was nice. I don't know where that even came from. So now I'm irritated. There is one that's real though, Heather. That's the thing. There's an audio that was real that the police said they verified was real. There's one that was played that wasn't real though, or that was debunked, I should say. That's the difference. I had one from a news source. I don't know where the hell it went. And it's irritating the hell out of me. Wait. Say something.
Hello?
Okay. How did that just happen?
What?
I heard something through my speakers and I heard you at the same time.
Oh.
That's so strange. So anyway, these are all the same recording.
Okay.
There was one, Heather, you're not understanding. There's one, there's three of them that I've been told, okay? One of them.
3 of them. Molly has uploaded them to the drive. I didn't realize she had the other.
You didn't realize what?
I didn't realize she had uploaded the other 2 yet. So I apologize for that. Here's a second one.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with this, okay? I looked into this.
Stop.
This camera is not a ring camera, first of all, folks. This is it's called a bulb camera. If you look this up, Amazon sells these. They screw into, you can screw them into like your light fixtures and stuff like that and run a camera off of that. They can pick up audio and video, of course. Audio saying from 50 feet away, video from whatever the distance is from there. Now, I don't know how true this is. You know, we've all tried to figure this out. But it sounds faded, okay? And if that was Ethan per se, the window supposedly that night was cracked on her window, like open a bit, okay? And if that noise was coming from Xana's room, which was that side of the house that was pointing towards that camera per se, okay? I don't know if it, you know, I can't say that it's real. I can't say that it's not real because it was said that it was leaked. It wasn't supposed to be, and that the police denied it after the fact. So I don't know, guys. I don't know, and that's why I was wanting people to listen to this if we could have found the right one, but I don't know. Them saying there's someone in here, whoever said I'm here to help you wouldn't have been picked up from inside the house on the camera that far away. That would have been said at normal levels inside. Right. No, that I agree with 100%. But it was muffled. The whole thing was muffled. You know what I mean? So could it have been picked up from out there or not? That's the thing. Well, when I looked up these cameras, they do have a very good range on them. There's no way to show that like a demonstration of that though. That's the problem. So I don't know. There will be a Zoom on it. Steve's okay. Thank you, Susan, and welcome. So in that sense, you know, I don't even think it's worth bothering with anymore as far as that goes. I would like to I don't know. It's hard to believe, just like what Jules said, you know. Here's the other thing. Here's the problem that I have with that camera. Okay. With everything that's gone on with this. Now, I'm sure somebody in here will agree with this. Okay. If that camera picked up that audio from inside the house like that, muffled or not, why did it not pick up, welcome Eve, why did it not pick up whatever went down in the parking lot that day, unless that just was not put out or leaked or whatever you want to call it? You know what I'm, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where I have an issue with this being real or not real. Okay. In my opinion. So that's why I said I don't know what to make of this. I can't. I just wanted you guys to hear this again based on what we were doing as far as going through the house and all that. Now, moving on to that whole thing, past this whole audio thing, because I'm I'm so distracted now with my system being screwed up that I don't even know what to think. So if we trying to remember what the hell I was going to say now. After going through the house again, what I wanted to talk about was a couple other people that I have been looking at. Jules put out a video yesterday that made a lot of sense. I talked to you guys a few days ago about Emma Bailey, but I never touched on her associate, friend, boyfriend, whatever he is, okay? And I wanted to hit on that a little bit too before we finished up for today. But that's kind of an important scenario to me. I just don't see how, if they all have this neighborhood footage of the car, there's no footage of someone going. That's what I'm saying. And why is there no footage of the next morning when there was 35 kids standing outside? Where's that footage at? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't understand how this can be said that this, what we just heard, was real, but then the other stuff doesn't exist. Because if that camera could pick that up from the inside of the house, it would probably pick up 35 kids standing in the parking lot staring at the house with whatever's going on. Am I wrong?
Right.
Okay, but we haven't seen or heard anything like that. That's what I don't understand at all. And it just kind of bugs me. So that's why I said, let's just move on from that stupid audio thing, because at this point, I'm just kind of irritated with it. So, we had spoken, like I said, Jules, that was, by the way, it was a great video. I know I watched it. Mama Bear watched it. It makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. It was talked about the other day through here. We talked about the DoorDash driver. Okay. Now, as I was explaining the other day, and then again today, I'm going to say it again, right? Of all of the friends being summoned over to law enforcement, knowing what they got there, like, this is proof. Law enforcement knows exactly the timelines of the entire scenario Kim told and are ignoring it. Correct. That's absolutely. Thank you. So the only thing that we are absolutely 100% sure of anybody being at that house that's been proven is a DoorDash driver at 4 a.m. That's the only thing that's been proven as far as who's been there, who's not been there. Okay. So if we go with that, that's the one and only person that we know was there to drop something off for sure, supposedly. Okay. Now there's a few holes in what I'm getting ready to say. That's why it's hard for me to put together, but some parts of it do make sense. If any of you did not see what Jules's video was about, it's kind of along the lines of something I was talking about a few days ago. And then there's more to put into it. Okay. So I did a little look into the gentleman that is friends with Miss Emma Bailey. I also looked back at something that Jules brought up, and she was absolutely correct. Emma Bailey had stated at some point somewhere, unless this is just something somebody passed around, that she had never been to that house. Okay. From what we all know about her, she was very good friends with the other roommate that hadn't lived there, Ashlyn Couch. Okay. Granted, that's fine. But I did know that she was at least in the house. I'm looking, Molly. Hold on. Where is it? They hiding the truth. You know, it's coming off that way. I know all the people that was there at 8 hours has video of them. And wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I'm sure they do. I'm sure that, listen, guys, for as many people as I'm gathering were there, these were out. Everybody has these in their hands, especially kids, always. Okay. You don't think people were standing there videoing this and sending it to other people? We know that they were. They're sending text messages. They're doing this. They're doing that. So yeah, there's video, but it hasn't been put out for whatever reason. If it's fear, if it's this, if it's that. I can't wear headphones. It drives me nuts. And I have to be able to hear what's going on outside of my headphones. So these are noise canceling. That's why I'm wearing them like a weirdo. So yeah, that's a problem for me. Okay, so let me show you guys real quick. I probably won't hear it, and neither will you. Or you might, I won't. So either way, 1 second. I want you guys to see this person and where she's at. This might be the one. Give me 1 moment to set this up for y'all. Nope, this is not the one. This is too far. I need this one to show from the beginning. Yep, hold on. I got it. Good to know, sunshine. Thank you. Right, maiden. Right, exactly. Okay.
Sorry. Jules' comment.
Okay,
so,
that is what I just said. I said that to Mama Bear this morning. Listen, you guys, I was watching the DUI video that we watched the other day of Emma, okay? I told Mama Bear this morning, and the first thing I saw were these, okay? They're like caterpillars on her face. So I took my hand over my secondary monitor here and covered her face like this. She could very well look just like Brian Koberger, a female version. Didn't I say that to you this morning?
Yes, you did. And I couldn't help it, but I just started laughing when I saw her comment. I was like, oh, apparently you aren't the only one.
It's the eyebrows. She looks just like a female version of him. And if I can find the right damn video, I'm going to show you. It keeps starting at the wrong side. 1 moment. There's a reason why.
Unanimous. Wow.
Hold on, guys. I got it, I think. Come on.
I don't know how tall she is.
That's the thing. Is I think she's fairly tall from the DUI video, but I'm not saying that she's 5'11 or 5'10.
I mean, I'm 5'9", so I mean it's not like it's
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Exactly, Jules. Okay, this is the one. All right, hold on, folks. Okay, so this is body cam footage from, I think it was 2 months before the unalivings happened, okay? An officer got a call for a noise complaint. Shows up at the house, okay? They walk up, and I'm going to show you something here. If it shows it, hold on. Yeah, this is it. I think this, yeah, okay. So you can see in the house from the parking lot out here, right? Okay. Can you hear this, what I'm playing right now? All right, hold on. Let me make sure that you're getting the audio from it. All right, hopefully that helps. Let me know. All right, is this better?
I'm gonna get up here anyway.
Okay, all right, now watch this, guys. See if we can I know, I think most of you guys were watching the DUI video with Emma Bailey with me.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's moving normal speed, I think, isn't it?
We're not actually. I don't know.
Okay,
No, I don't.
Okay, right. Damn it. Hold on. He walks up. Two girls come walking out of the house, okay? And if you guys remember, right here, I think this is the same one. Yeah. The one girl that walks out with dark hair, she's got that rag on her head, just like the girl that had it on her head when Emma had it when she got pulled over.
Jules, that's what I thought I heard too. Somebody said Bailey.
Bailey, right. So just like when you found that video, Jules, that's what you took from it too, right? Was that was the same girl that was in that video that was as being Emma Bailey, right? And that looks like Marilyn. Absolutely. Which is the girl that was in the DUI video that was sitting in the seat next to her when she got pulled over. And she even claimed that everything in that vehicle is Marilyn's, her friend. So yes. Not just the rag. She also has the same purple and white bracelet. Correct. Okay, there we go. So it's obvious that she's been at and in this house probably multiple times partying, okay? And now at this point, Ashlyn is not here, guys. She hasn't been here. She might be hanging out here, but she's not living here. Okay?
We're not actually.
I don't know.
No, I don't.
Fine. Okay, so that proves that she's been there. Okay? Now, some of these things I can't trust. Some of these things I do trust. So when we heard the video, folks, about who the DoorDash driver was, whoever the DoorDash driver was is the only person that's been verified to have been at that house that night at 4 a.m.
Hey, ladies, how's it going?
Right there. Okay, and then I'm guessing pretty positively that this is Marilyn right here. That's Emma. That's Marilyn. Okay.
Good. How are you?
Good.
We're not actually. I don't know. No, I don't.
So here we go. Now with that, so yeah, most of you guys all heard the whole Bailey thing, right? So moving on. There was an interview done with Beavis and Butthead from Jack in the Box, because that's who they reminded me of. I'll be honest with you, but still, you didn't have to have too much common sense to be able to pull that interview off. But anyway, so they asked the people there who the DoorDash driver was, if they knew who it was, blah, blah, blah. And he said, yeah, I know who she is. Can't think of her name. She's got long, dark hair, blah, 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 whatever, or black hair, something like that. Okay, then JLR, for those of you who are not familiar with him, he's another creator, contacted her parents and asked if she had ever done DoorDash. They said, yes, she was a DoorDash driver. Okay, there's that. I've seen multiple DoorDash drivers take people in their cars with them to do their whatever they're doing, okay? And again, that's not an abnormal thing. So then during the interview, it's also said that it was kind of weird how she put the order in and picked it up and took it herself. We all heard that too, that heard that interview. It is weird because when I contacted DoorDash, they don't do things that way, okay? It's done a specific way for a specific reason. kind of interesting to me.
Right.
You don't get to pick your driver. You don't get to do this. Hence the reason why the order was put in and came in and picked up by that driver saying, I put the order in, I'm taking it. It's for me. That's weird. You know what I mean? Yes, Lolly, you can absolutely, as long as it's nothing crazy that's going to offend anybody, you're absolutely welcome to drop any kind of a link.
I don't think it will if they're not a mod, will it?
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're not a moderator, so you probably can't. I'm sorry. I wasn't even thinking about that. Can you turn the volume up on your speaker phone? I can hear. Well, my speaker doesn't. It's not working right now. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to unplug everything and probably reboot the system, and it'll work. Has anyone ever wondered if that DD delivery Jack in the Box has any significance? Well, that's what I'm talking about right now, Susu. So, as I was trying to say, I completely lost my train of thought. We don't know when that recording was done. The interview was done from Jack in the Box. We don't know if that's 100% true either. But if you put these things together, I'm not saying that, as we all know, that everything we're talking about right now is very speculative and just theoretical type shit, okay? That's why we're talking about it like this. But I'm trying to think of his name now. Oh, my God. Emma Bailey and Demetrius.
Demetrius.
Okay. Demetrius. I don't know why I always do that. For some reason, I keep thinking of Darius Rucker. I don't know where that's coming from. It's ridiculous. Demetrius. I'll show you guys something that I found out yesterday. It was kind of interesting to me. First of all, Demetrius Robinson is quite interesting as far as his record. He's got quite the record. All right. Here we go. 2 people in custody after man dies of apparent overdose in Centralia apartment in Washington. This is Emma with the Koberger eyebrows. See him? She just looks evil to me. I'm sorry.
In that picture.
And then this is 36 or 38-year-old, 36 Demetrius hanging out with the 22-year-old, which whatever, floats your boat, whatever, are both in jail due to the fact that drugs that they sold were given to Mr. Caden Young, who then passed on, who, by the way, come to find out, was a former president of a fraternity, one of the Lambda fraternities. So, moving on. Just to read this to you real quick. Just one. 2 people were arrested on drug offenses after law enforcement connected them to the overdose-related death of a 22-year-old man in Centralia on Tuesday. Officers with the Centralia Police Department responded about 9 a.m. on March 21st to a report that the man who was found by his friend in an apartment in a 3000 block of Borscht Avenue was unconscious and not breathing, according to a news release from the police department. According to the friend, the man was visiting from the University of Idaho in Moscow and had attended a party in Seattle the night prior where he overdosed. Okay. He received care at Harborview Medical Center before he was discharged at 2 a.m. and picked up by the friend who lives in Centralia. Well, that's not completely true. The friend told law enforcement the man went to sleep and stopped breathing shortly before the friend called 911, according to court documents. The friend that picked him up was Emma Bailey. Okay. The man's official cause of death has not been released when a preliminary investigation revealed illegal drug use was involved in the man's death. Centralia detectives launched a controlled substance homicide investigation, according to a news release from the Centralia Police Department. Due to the suspicion of fentanyl being involved, detectives requested assistance from the Joint Narcotics Enforcement Team, JNET, according to the news release. The poisonous effects of fentanyl are killing individuals, devastating families. With the recent amounts of deadly fentanyl that have been seized in our area, Centralia Police Department and JNET have made it a priority to not only reduce the manufacturing, distributing, and transporting illegal drugs and guns within our community, but to also identify and arrest all the subjects who involved in the delivery of illegal deadly drugs like fentanyl. Okay. While law enforcement officials suspect fentanyl was involved, the two people arrested Tuesday, identified as Emma Bailey, 22, of Moscow, Idaho, and Demetrius R. Robinson, 36, of Tacoma, are accused of delivering cocaine to the man shortly before he overdosed at the Seattle party. So that's how that went down. Oh, sorry, Mama Bear. I don't know how that happened. Okay.
I don't know. I went to click something and it kicked me out. I gotta go get my kid and then I'll be right back.
Yep. So they've been charged. They were both booked into Lewis County Jail at about 10 p.m. on Tuesday and charged with one count of conspiracy to commit violation of the Uniform Controlled Substance in Lewis County Superior Court on Wednesday. The charge is considered a Class B felony, which carries a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison. Now, he has previous jail time. He did 15 months in prison back in 2018, okay, for assault and attempted murder, which I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. 1 second. Centralia from Moscow. Let me see. I'll let you. Hold on, Daisy. 1 second. It is about 6 hours and 13 minutes from. Okay. So, uno momento. Now, back in 2018, Mr. Demetrius Robinson was put in jail for assaulting another adult male and threatening to kill him. He was also charged with attempted SA and, again, threatening to kill a woman. It doesn't seem to be something that's a big deal for him to talk about or to say to people, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so now I want to show you guys something else real quick. This was quite interesting to me, to say the very least. Okay, let's see here. If you type in, this really blew my mind. Oh, where'd it go? If you go to YouTube and try to bring up Demetrius Robinson, okay, it doesn't work, because what happened was he changed his name on YouTube. How he did this, I don't know. I've never seen that done before. But let me find it here. Oh, that must have been taken down now. Okay. Well, anyway, he changed his name to Anthony Hombre. Very weird scenario. Okay. But he also goes by Mr. Proper Motivation. Don't ask me why. Oh, looks like that was taken down too. Interesting. As soon as people started noticing this, it just, and noticing things, these things disappear. It's amazing. I'm trying to show you guys so you guys will see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I heard about that, Mudman. Somebody pulled a guy out of the video. I don't know about that. But anyway, I can't seem to pull it up now, guys. So it's either been taken down or hidden. But yeah, when you would type in his name into Facebook, it would take you to this whole Anthony Hombre account, which in turn you click on that and it takes you to Mr. Proper Motivation, whatever that means. Kind of blew my mind. But 1 second. Was that Hunter and the White Lakers? The one picture did look like it could have been Hunter. Okay. It definitely did. All right. Now, Miss Emma Bailey's Facebook page. Okay. Now, she takes all these pictures, modeling type pictures. All right. He claims to be like her manager, I guess you want to say. Somebody else called him a pimp, but you call him what you want to call him. It's up to you guys. But this is the stuff that she does. She takes all these types of pictures, and in his Facebook, he shows pictures of her doing the same thing, taking modeling. Again, guys, look. If you can, hold on. This is what I did. I took my hand and covered her face. If you take your hand and you cover below her nose, just cover her mouth, tell me that she doesn't look just like damn Brian Koberger. Okay, thank you, Heather and Lolly. One moment, guys. Do that real quick. In this picture especially. Cover her mouth with your hand right below her nose and tell me who that looks like. That blew my mind. Now, as we went through the house just a few minutes ago, everybody, I did it in the dark, right? And you tell me how easy it would be to mistake somebody that looks like this in the dark. Thank you, Lolly. I did get your message. Let me see here.
How much have you had to drink tonight, Dylan?
None.
Oh, yeah.
You've had something.
That video we do have. Thank you, Lolly. I appreciate that, dear. So, again, that looks just like Brian Koberger with smaller features. It's so weird to me. Isn't it interesting? It's very interesting. Okay. So, let's say, for instance, let's make our own story up for a minute, okay? I know that we're not, I don't want to get anybody in trouble that's not already in trouble. I'm not trying to make stories up. I'm not trying to go down the rabbit hole. But everything, and, you know, Jules' video made a lot of sense. It's clicked something in my head for me to go back and look at. Nothing about this case has made any sense to us, guys. Nothing is fit together. Okay? So, at that point, it's kind of like, well, all right, let's try to make something make sense. No matter what I say, that doesn't mean it's going to make a difference. But what I'm saying is I said this before, why, and I'm not saying she did this by saying this, but why could a woman not do this? A woman very well could do this, like I said before. There's athletic women. She looks quite athletic, but there are athletic women. Dylan, for instance, is very tall, long-legged, is very athletic. And so in my opinion, truthfully, I don't see why a woman could not do this whole thing or be part of this thing. Because as I've been saying, guys, there's more than one person involved. Thank you, Tiffany. Okay. But again, just saying. Okay, Molly, thank you. 1 second, guys. Let me move this for a minute, and I will be right with you. Keep getting emails. So let's just say, for instance, that this was the DoorDash driver and had her boyfriend or associate or whatever you want to call him with her. Okay. And we're doing different scenarios and decided that there were some things in that house because she'd been in that house. Okay. More than once. Thank you, Molly. Very, very interesting. Okay. And she knew what could have been in that house or what goes through that house per se. And if this guy, she's talking to this guy about what she's seen there, so on and so forth. Okay. Well, maybe, the big man decided he wanted something more for himself. And that's where the whole shakedown robbery per se thing may have come from that people had talked about. Adam Holcomb. I do believe that that's Adam that they were talking about. Right, Bernice. And I agree, Brian. Right. That's it too, Larry. That's all I'm saying, bud. I don't know what you said that woman did. No. No. Not no, but hell no. There's no way she did this herself. That's not at all. It's been said, I've said it multiple times, that there's more than one person involved. Other people have said that there was 6 people involved. Kim said 6 people, 3 inside, 3 outside. I have said from the day this case started that there's at least 2 people, if not 3 involved. Okay. Whatever. And that doesn't mean necessarily just the stabbing part, okay? The whole thing in general, that people were involved, multiple people. Now, I can't put together other little pieces of this to make sense to me, but I will eventually. I know that, okay? Hold on, let me move this and put that back for you guys to see. So at this point, I feel, as I showed you guys the other day, if you walk out the back door of the Moscow King Road house, cross over, I showed you guys the stairwell and the trail that runs behind the house. That stairwell takes a straight shot right to her front door, folks. That's kind of weird to me. It really is. Okay. But again, that may not have anything to do with this. But the DoorDash thing blows my mind because, like I said, another creator contacted her parents and her mother verified. Yes, she was, and she's a DoorDash driver. Not since she had the DUI, I'm sure. But all this stuff happened before. Okay. So again, I do not see why she could not be involved in this. Okay. Not at all. There's no reason why she couldn't be. And if it's dark, and we saw how dark that house was. If it's dark in, which it was, in that house, and she's been in that house, she knows her way around that house, and could lead somebody else that didn't know their way around that house, around the house. Okay. And if you guys saw how big her boyfriend was, that's a big dude, okay? Strength-wise, height-wise, that dude, I can imagine, could handle these people with no problem, okay? He is a big dude. And remember, this girl, the night of the DUI, because it's been a big problem for me. Some of you guys don't have a problem with it, and I understand that and respect that, okay? So, she called somebody in her family and said, go to her safe and pull $500 and whatever you want for yourself out. She's not making that on DoorDash, folks. Not that much money. Okay, so it's obvious that her and her boyfriend are doing their thing with the drugs and all that. It's been proven already. And as I told you, his previous record is insane. Trying to get off of here to go back to, sorry. Is insane. It really is. Maybe I can pull it up this way. That's what I'm trying to do. Hold on a minute. Oh, there it is right there. Ta-da! There he is. Anthony Hombre. That is the boyfriend. I want you guys to see a couple things here. If it will let me show you. Hold up. Wait a minute. I don't know if you guys can hear this stuff. I can't, but there's some things in here that he does. These photos aren't too old. March 19th. This is from March 19th. Where'd it go? There was one video he was doing something in here that caught my eye. Diary of a Dope Baby. Dream big. Really? What? I mean, I don't know what that means, but whatever. 1 second, everyone. Okay, let's take that down there. Scroll through. Keep scrolling. These are from March. All of these are from March. Trying to find one thing in particular. Just a second, guys. There were some comments in here that really threw me off.
Jules, that was my point.
When you cover this part of her face, she's a doppelganger for him. It's weird.
Yeah, and that was my whole issue. Like Jules said, all black in the dark, hair tucked into a bandana, tall, athletic build. How could Dylan have known she was looking at a male?
She couldn't, because if she was wearing all black clothes, I'm sure she was wearing something to cover herself up. She's not very busty, so you don't really see the whole the upper half. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No problem, Heather. There was some other stuff in here, guys. You can, if you go look him up, you can look at this stuff yourselves. Okay, February 2nd. The scars that resonate within your experience don't define you. You are not pain. You are not resentment. You are not anger, hate. You are the vision you wish to become. And within that becoming, leave the door open for the quality you two come inside. I don't know. Something about this immediately made me uncomfortable. When I started looking at his past, the things he's been charged for, the things he went to prison for. I guess he's a self-proclaimed rapper too. And he's her business manager for her modeling, whatever. But also, where did it go? Well, there's a bullet in his hand. he does own a gun or two, as do most drug dealers. For protection, of course. What was I trying to find out? Here it is. Let me see something here. There was somebody I saw in here that caught my eye that I can't find him now, but wait 1 second. Well, hell, I don't know. But anyway, like I said, if you guys want to jump in when you got time on your own and look that up under Anthony Ombre, it comes up under the other name. Like I said, Mr. Proper Motivation and IG Emma Bailey Instagram. I'm guessing that's what that is. So yeah, it doesn't. I don't know, Cricket. That'd be interesting to know. I was looking through the pictures and could not find anything. There's the name, Mr. Proper Motivation, Reverb Nation artist. So, like I said, he thinks he's a rapper, but whatever. This whole thing was just really interesting to me. Really, really interesting. Yep, that's the other name too, Miss America. That's correct, Sylvia. Thank you for that. And I think she actually has. She ain't done nothing in a while, but yeah, no, it only comes up on YouTube that way. But anyway, again, this is just something I wanted you guys to see, to think about, to keep in the back of your mind. It's kind of interesting to me, how that all works out. Let me find this here for you. Nope, it's not showing up on there. Okay. So, I mean, do you guys see what I'm trying to say, though? What does it make? How it could make some sense? How it does make more sense than anything we really looked at, truthfully? Because, like I said, the only thing that's ever been verified as anybody being there was the damn DoorDash driver at 4 a.m., which I've always had issues with. How was the DoorDash driver there and didn't see all this going on? Unless they were involved. That has been a problem for me from the get. Seriously, what 22-year-old or whatever needs an encrypted laptop and 6 bank accounts? They don't. What 22-year-old has a safe full of cash at her disposal? They don't. And she wasn't a student at Idaho, folks. She just lived there. Got told about an argument after they went home and THR of Lydia discovered something about Jackass. It's annoying to me. Oh, I gotcha. Well, it only takes a minute to get out of your car and set some food outside. DoorDash driver could have missed it all. I can't believe that one, Paula. It just doesn't make sense. You're right, but these other facts, they fit into this very easily as compared to nothing else that does. And I mean, it's just my opinion. And it's completely 100% alleged and all speculative, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just telling you, it's something that I could see. So when you drop off food doing DoorDash, you have to take a picture of the meal and click a few buttons and leave it. It doesn't take long at all. No, it doesn't, Fupa. Not at all. But it could also be, because it's been done here and there, be being used for a different reason. It should be interesting. T 2014. Right, Michelle. No, I understand completely. You know, Heather, I agree with that. I would love to hope that she wasn't involved in this. She's a young, pretty girl that doesn't need to be involved in things like this, that could have a life ahead of her. If she is involved, then she doesn't. And at this point, she's being charged right now for second-degree murder because of what happened. That's not cool at all. At all. I feel like there's a connection here. I really feel like there's a connection here, guys, and I can't let it go. You know what I mean? And that's why I said, when there were people that were saying that when Kim said 6 people were involved, they were like, I'm done with her. She's lying. She's crazy. There's no way 6 people can be involved. Why not? I want somebody to tell me why 6 people couldn't be involved. Just because the police don't have the involvement of those people, or they haven't told us about that, that doesn't mean anything. They haven't told us anything. They're keeping all the important stuff to their chest, guys, for a reason. So not to break the integrity of the case. I get that, okay? They're not going to tell us how many people are involved if they know. And 6 people being involved did not mean that those 6 people were in the house doing the actual physical part of the crime. If there's any kind of planning for this, there was just 6 people involved doing different versions of things. There's a lookout. There's a car driver. There's this, there's that. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's not that hard to believe that there were 6 people involved in this. Welcome, Lugaroo. All I can say is I had to do a lot of learning, read Dropbox. I don't know what you mean, sir, but okay. I feel it's at most 10 closely connected. Very, very possible, Gemma. Very possible. And again, let's remember one other thing. When the police actually got to the house, they said they walked up upon a sea of silent students. Nobody was saying a word. Nobody. What does that say, guys? In any other circumstance, people would be yelling this, that, or anything else. Nobody was saying a word. That was kind of odd to me as well. Kaylee's dad said 2 different wounds. One killer cannot handle that scene. At least 3 people were awake in there. I agree with you, KJ. I absolutely do. There you go. BK undercover. Hour delay fabricated. Very possible. Nothing comes off the table, Nana. Nothing. And I told you guys that. I cannot take anything off the table at this point. Heather K paid a monthly fee to have her laptop encrypted. That does happen. That's true, Brian. The white Hyundai in D's driveway. No worries, Spooky. That's exactly what I've been thinking, Lugaroo. People were told to keep their mouth shut. Or they're afraid to talk. Sounds good, Michelle. Thank you. David, like I said, nothing comes off the table at this point. Never know. Forgiven everything that I have to Ann Taylor. They expect my information because they had just about the same information. I don't quite understand what you're saying, Van Life, but okay. That's actually true, Jen. I don't know if that's true that he is, but they do like knives over there. That's very true, Julie. Just like Jules said, why don't you want to go back if these are your friends? Why don't you want to go back there? Why?
I mean, if it was me, I would want to either free the guy that's being charged wrongly or get the guy that did it.
100%. 100%. What is she afraid of? Here's the thing, okay? If they have their one man that they said did this, he's arrested, he's in jail, what the hell is she afraid of going back to Idaho for then? Nobody can get to her, right?
Yep.
Bullshit. I'm sorry. And how many times did you guys hear? That's 100% because this is a cartel. They can't talk. Snitches get stitches. Okay. I'm not saying that, but that makes sense. How many times did you guys hear Kim say that her daughter said, snitches get stitches? How many times did she say that?
More than once.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly, Michelle. Fupa said that this whole attack on these kids was to send a message. Absolutely, Fupa. I can see that.
Yeah.
Hash said the FBI had a big conference last week in Idaho for the topic of cartels and drug trafficking in the Northwest region. Imagine that. That's quite interesting, I would say. And that's a good point right there, Donna. BF is scared, but not of Brian. To be honest with you, I think Brian's probably scared. I'll be honest with you. I'm not saying that he's 100% innocent either, by the way. Okay, but I don't think that he was the meat in the sandwich, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. No, that was a that was a bad example, but he might be one of the pieces of bread, but he ain't the meat in the sandwich. That's for sure. That's a fact, David. That is a 100% fact. They don't care about nobody's family's business. None of that stuff. They do not care if that's what it was. And that's very possible, Gemma. Very possible. Maybe there's a reason why Brian is staying so quiet. Everybody's asked that question, and I wondered that too. He has not said one damn word about anything. If you are 100% innocent and you know you're 100% innocent, you're gonna scream to the sky about it, right or wrong.
Yeah.
That dude hasn't said one thing. Am I wrong?
Nope.
I have not one thing. Maybe he is scared. I'll be honest with you. Maybe that's why he's got Doug Wilson coming to visit him from the church. That's okay, Maiden. Absolutely okay. You can disagree with me. And I respect you. I do. I respect whatever your thought is as well. Okay. That's what it's all about, guys. We can 100% disagree with each other and still, be the people we are. What do you think, Maiden? Be honest. I mean, honestly, you're not going to get judged in here. Nobody will judge you, ridicule anything. That does not happen in here. I'm just saying. I'm curious. What do you think? If you disagree with what I'm saying.
I had that same thought, David, at one point. It's a good point. If it was the cartel, their families would have been threatened as well.
I kind of thought that too. Well, remember all the noise that Steve Gonsalves was making in the beginning?
Yep. And then he shut up real quick.
Then he got quiet real quick. I wonder why. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Kim. Well, I've been thinking about that for a while, Van Life. I really have. By the way, let me put this up here. I can receive text messages by this phone number. If there's anything that anybody in here would like to talk about, I've been saying this the other day, or meant to say this the other day. If there's anything anybody in here would like to talk about without going on here live or talking about it, to come at me personally, you can.
Hey, Kim, we've missed you too.
To send a voicemail, press 2.
You are live with the Dago. What can I do for you?
Hi, Dago. It's Michelle Apple, and I was just going to mention. Remember when we talked on the phone before, and you said it too, that we really don't know if the killer was male or female.
Yes, ma'am.
And I brought up about maybe Emma.
Yeah.
Could have been with the big bushy eyebrows. We don't know.
Right.
And now I'm thinking, well, also there's a video out at the frat party that Dylan and Emma were at the same frat party with Xana and Ethan.
Right.
And Brian is probably afraid around Emma, but the boyfriend, I'm not prejudiced, but the colored man, is that her boyfriend that's in the jail that they're showing together?
Yes.
Her and the other guy?
Demetrius Robinson,
Okay, well,
the black guy.
If I was Brian, I don't know if he'd, be afraid of that, but I also wonder if he got involved with making fake IDs for the students to get into parties, and the police said that they have a student ID from someone in the house that they found in his apartment.
Right.
I've never seen proof of that.
Well, they found an ID inside a glove, and all they said was that it's linked to somebody from the house. That could be anything. That could be one of their friends' IDs.
Okay.
It didn't
All right.
clarify that it was one of their IDs for sure. It could be a friend, a sister, a relative. It could be anything. And it was some point in time.
Yeah, right.
You know.
I'm going to go back and see. I heard it this morning that there was a video, one of the YouTubers said, of Dylan and Emma at the party the same night Xana and Ethan were. And they said, you go look at it and you'll see it too. But I'm going to look up who I watched this morning and then I'll message you.
Okay, absolutely, Maiden. I appreciate and respect you for that as well. All right, Michelle, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Mama Bear, can you excuse me for one moment? I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Hi. All right, there we go. Okay, what are you guys talking about? All right, I have so much I could tell you guys. All my research will surprise you guys. Just can't wait till June when everything is out. Shell, strange we haven't seen these roommates, right? Let's see. Her mom confirmed she was a DD. That would make it make sense if she was. She could have let her be a... I don't think Xana ordered food. Kat, who is her mom? Sorry, there's a lot of hers. Hiya, Pookie. Missed you, girl. Glad you're back. Yes, he has co-counsel now. I saw that too. Dago and I are a lot on the same page. With this case.
Loretta.
Oh, what? Nana, what does that mean? Here's an observation that I can't read.
Okay. And that's fine, Harlot. You know, I'm not saying that she actually was. All the things I'm saying are could be's, not that they are be's. You know what I mean? But I still think, even if she wasn't the DoorDash driver, I still feel like there's some kind of a connection there that puts her in that sense. And after looking at her, that she very well could be the person that was supposedly seen, you know? And at the same time, guys, don't forget, we don't know the rest of what Emma and Bethany saw, heard, or know. Because I'm pretty sure they saw and heard everything. I'm just saying. It makes no sense that Emma... Well, why wouldn't it make sense? Crossroads Accounting and Tax. Welcome. Anything can make sense at this point, guys, because you know why? Nothing else makes sense. That's why. Nothing with this case has made any sense.
No.
So, like I said, and then, you know, based on the things that Emma or Dylan said she heard in the house the night, the only things that we were told that she heard Kaylee, I think she said she heard Kaylee say someone's here. Wasn't that correct?
I'm sorry, I was reading something.
Dylan saying the things that she said she heard that night in the house, the only things that we got. Did she or did she not say she heard Kaylee say someone's here or something like that? Somebody said that maybe.
Yeah, it was something along those lines. I don't know if that was actually in the PCA,
And
or if that was just
right.
What somebody said that they have to pull up the PCA to tell you for sure.
Mm-hmm. This case, guys, like I said the other day, if somebody came to me and said, you know what, I got it, it's done, I solved it, and they said I was standing at the front door and I saw a UFO land in the middle of the road and 3 little green dudes jumped out and they ran in the house. I heard a whole bunch of commotion, and then they ran back out. I'm really not going to be that surprised, okay? This is the craziest case I've ever seen in my life. Seriously. Well, next to the one that we're about to start tomorrow. But yeah, that one's going to be quite interesting too. It's turned into, yeah, Nana, you're right, a media circus. It's a circus in period. It's just a circus period. So once we get through everything, you know, we all wanted to figure this out. I think we all wanted to get a jump start on it. That's what this is all about. And we wanted it to be true. It could be a werewolf. You never know, alien dog. Nope, not talking to me today, telemarketer. So, just saying. I'm just saying, guys. I don't know. It's a mess. But like I said, we have seen some things over the past week as we're looking back at this, you know, that we didn't see the first time we went over this. So, you know, in that sense, it's successful. There was a bike in the picture, a white garbage bag, delivery. Brian, what are you talking about? Completely. That M is connected to drugs, connected to D indicates a possible supplier to someone in the house. Listen, if the very least, okay, at the very, very least, I think that drugs are involved in the whole situation. I think that's my opinion. It could be, Gemma. It could be. The Christ Church, they could very well be involved. They own the whole town. Why not? Right. You know what I mean? Why not? Maybe he didn't like the way that they were doing things in that house. Okay. You know, he was Pastor Wilson, whatever his name is, was very, very particular about how things went. And if he didn't like it, people dealt with things. If he didn't like the way things were going on in that house with drugs and partying and this and that, maybe somebody made an example. Stop calling me. I hate these calls. So, again, drug fueled for she. Absolutely, Nana. Absolutely. Again, it's a party house, folks. Maybe there could be multiple people that did not like this house. Okay. The house itself could have been the reason for the people inside to be the targets. Okay. And I'm not just saying that the house was the target. What I'm saying, yeah, I don't believe they are either, Van Leif. I'm just saying anything is a possibility. You know, that's just my personal opinion. This time, they're clear this time. All I'm saying, guys, is there's anything is possible, but I have a deeper feeling, and I'm not going to talk about it right here because I have no proof of it. Okay. And if I don't have the proof of it, I don't want to actually put that out there like that. So, if we were looking at Christchurch and Big Joe, he is a Christchurch protester over it. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not going to go into the Christchurch thing at this point, only because a lot of people have already looked into that, and it's been proven that they weren't involved so far. Okay. The biggest thing for me, guys, that really bugs me is that these 4 kids were killed. They lost a life that they never got to start. It bothers me. I want true justice for them and their families. And we're not being given anything that we should be. Well, I'm not saying that they should be giving us anything. We're not being given the right stuff. They're not telling us the whole truth. They're not putting everybody out there that I believe is possibly involved. Donna says house owner involved. It could be Estes. He could be involved. He's the one that owned the car that was in Oregon. You know what I mean? Which is a very weird coincidence. And I've said for the whole time I've been doing this that there aren't coincidences in God, I can't talk today. There are not coincidences in true crime. It's just facts, folks. So law enforcement has surely vetted these people. Why are we doing their job? It's a good thank you, Joe. That's a good point, because we really do kind of do that. Again and again and again, because nobody will put the facts down and leave them there. Very possible, Cricket. Very, very possible. One moment. You're live with the Dago. How can I help you? You are live with Mama and the Dago. How can I help you?
Hey, Dago, this is Eddie.
What's up?
You and I are similar in our thoughts that there has to be more than one involved.
Right. Hey, Eddie, can you talk a little bit louder, bud?
Yeah, how does this sound?
Is that any better, guys? Can you hear Mama Bear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay. Did you hear what I first said? You and I are similar, thinking that there's more than one.
Absolutely, yes. Yes.
Where we differ on that is, if that's the case, it's going to have to be two other people. It's not going to be Brian. And the logic behind that is the case that they're bringing against him. They're not saying that he's involved in it. He has a hand in it. He's some way involved. He's the lookout guy or the getaway driver or the mastermind. It's not their case. So, by logic, we can just rule him out.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah, because they're not going to say, well, there's others, and this guy'd be in charge for being a lookout.
Right, right.
They're going to have to prove that he did it alone.
They're not going to be able to. That's what I'm thinking now, and I've been thinking that. Let me back up a little bit, because I said this 3 or 4 times now, that I told you guys all that I've known from the beginning of this case that the prosecution was going to have to fight tooth and nail. And then when Ann Taylor became his attorney, I said, oh my God, because I went and looked her up and looked at everything. They're going to really, really got to fight to try to prove that he did this alone. First of all, nobody's going to believe it. A jury's not going to believe it by looking at him. And especially if they put the timeline out and they show the amount of time that this was done in, nobody with any kind of nobody's going to believe it. They can't. It doesn't make sense. So if they can find a way to prove that he did this by himself, then they're really, really good, in my opinion.
Yeah, and good luck with that. I don't think he's involved.
And here's the thing. You're right. You're right, though, Eddie. Here's the thing. His attorney is going to do everything in her power, don't forget, to prove that he's not. And she's good. And she's all been pulling everything and anything that she can for the defense. We've all seen that. It's going to be a hardcore, down to the ground wrestling match between the two of them. I can promise you.
One of the things I'm kind of surprised about is no one's really talking about this Tapatalk has supposedly been debunked.
I didn't hear that. Say that again.
The Tapatalk has been debunked, supposedly.
That Tapatalk?
Yeah. You understand what that is, right?
I'm not getting what you're saying.
The Tapatalk post, this dates way back. Supposedly, the Tapatalk is, where it originated that, he feels like an empty shell. He doesn't care. There's a lot of incriminating type of tidbits. I think some of the drugs, the past supposed drug use.
You mean like the whole incel type thing?
Incel. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
If that is true, it is very significant.
Yeah, I think that they have already. They can't use that with him now. They won't be able to use that on him because he's not really. As I said.
In the public eye. Right.
I had said months ago that if Brian Koberger is definitely not an incel. I said he's in the realm of what an incel would be, kind of, but not an actual full blown incel. If that makes any sense, he's kind of like on the spectrum for it. You know what I mean? A full blown incel. There's quite a few other traits that they have that Koberger doesn't have. So they're not going to be able to use that in court because they'll be able to pull up this and this, a few different things and say, okay, well, this has nothing to do with this or that. So it doesn't make any sense.
It has nothing to do with being used in court. You're right. This is all just a taint jury pool.
Yes.
And, we can go right on down the line of what has been debunked. Him visiting the Mad Grave, that he slid his way into their DM. He's an outlier on the fringe of society, right? He was fired from WSU. That's been debunked.
Yeah.
And there's many others. Y'all are welcome to throw it in chat, but he hates women. He's a harsh grader. There's cuts to his hand in Indiana.
Right.
It's all been debunked.
Every bit of it's been debunked. You're absolutely right. These are all things that we looked at. Okay, is this true? Is that true? Is that true? Is that no, and no? Well, David makes a great point, guys, and I've thought this too. And I've been thinking this for a while. BK could just be a red herring to take your eyes off of the truth.
Yeah, and I don't know how deep this goes, and I don't want to go accusing, especially law enforcement, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, absolutely, and I haven't either. I got my own thoughts. Don't worry about things like that. I'm not going to voice them right now. I did make a comment yesterday, and I meant what I said about that. I said, all I wonder is if Internal Affairs is involved with Moscow PD at this point. That's all I said, and I'm going to leave it at that. That's all I wanted to know. So.
One more quick point I want to make is it's important to remember that the purpose of this upcoming preliminary hearing and possible subsequent trial.
Right.
It is not about justice for the four victims. It is more about true justice for Brian Koberger. Meaning that if he is guilty and he is found guilty, then there is justice.
Yeah.
For both Brian and the victim.
Absolutely.
But if he's innocent and he's found guilty, then there is neither justice for either him nor the victim.
You are absolutely correct. That's a sad thing, too.
Innocent and found guilty. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If he's innocent and found innocent, then there is justice for Brian, but there is no justice for the victim.
Right. Which is a very sad case. Very sad.
Right. I've noticed a lot of people in chat and in the comment section say, well, if it's not him, then who is it? And I get the feeling that it's like, well, we can't, we have to convict him for the sake of convicting, because then if it's not him, then who?
It's true. Who would it be then?
Don't misunderstand me. It does matter, but it doesn't matter for this preliminary hearing.
Jules just made a very, very huge comment that I said the other day as well. Richard Bertondi, his specialty is exonerations, and people should be paying very, very close attention to the fact that he's involved in this case. He is, right along with Ann Taylor, amazing at what he does. He's one of the best, if not the best, private investigator in this type of work. Okay. If there's something to find, he's going to find it. I don't care what it is or how deep it's buried. He will find it. And if it will exonerate Brian, it will happen. I'm telling you guys that. Look him up. I did. His track record is amazing.
Yeah, something is amiss in this whole case.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't know that we will ever actually know the whole truth, guys. I'll be honest with you. I don't know that.
I was just going to say that. You read my mind.
Yes. That I don't.
To say that. I don't know if the truth will come out.
That's a fact. Just like David just said, if exonerated and then the truth gets buried. And that's what they want in situations like this.
Did you call Justin throughout the course of this, the Justin interview?
Yeah. I mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do.
I'm not here to discredit him or to talk good or bad about it. I thought when he spoke with conviction.
Mm-hmm.
He believed in what he was saying. That's what I can say about that.
Absolutely.
I bring him up because he said something very interesting, and that is, some of the effect of the PCA was written so Brian could be exonerated.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
That has always struck a chord with me because maybe there is some truth to that. Maybe he said it in a way that was close to expressing his thoughts.
Okay.
I've been thinking about something similar. It's like the way this whole investigation was handled. There's been the Brady Giglio.
Yeah.
So if you put it all together, it's almost like if this case gets dismissed or if he gets off on a technicality, because of if there's no trial and it's hanging out there like up in the air like this fancy lawyer trick that Ann Taylor used.
Right.
To get him off. That in a case like this where if he's being framed and if it lingers in the public's mind like, well, he's guilty, but that Ann Taylor, and her tricks, right?
Yeah.
That's almost as good as a conviction then, right? Because the real people who did this crime are still out there.
Yes. 100%. If Brian had absolutely zero to do with it, then yeah, they are. And that's a scary thought. Okay. And based on what Kim had been saying on my panel, on Turkey's panel, on T-Rev's panel, all of them, that there are still people out there, which is why she's saying what she's saying on everybody's channels, because she wants people to know that they're not safe. That's a problem for me, guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think Brian feels like he's safe. And
I don't think he does either.
Like Bethany has a real good reason to not want to go to Moscow, and I don't think Brian has much to do with that.
That's the point right there. That's the point. What is she afraid of? There is something in Moscow, Idaho, that has her scared to death so bad that she does not want to come to defend the honor of her friends that are deceased now, because that's all that she'd be doing. Is it that bad? Is it that serious? Obviously, or she wouldn't have a problem with it. Obviously, or we'd have heard things from them before, when we did. We haven't heard nothing from anybody. Nobody.
Yeah, at a glance, like on the surface, it's kind of easy to convict to some degree Bethany and Dylan because if they were there, then they had to have known something, or if they weren't there, then how come that's even more suspicious? Why weren't they there? Obviously, they knew not to be there, so that then they're guilty by withholding critical information, but. Maybe they were threatened to stay silent, and they have a very good reason. So I guess in kind of an unusual way, they are guilty by not saying anything. And in a normal case, that they have involvement, but it's like indirect involvement. They weren't the one wielding the knife,
right?
But their silence is them being complicit, right? But so if their lives have been threatened, then they wouldn't say anything at all. And then are they really guilty?
Right.
Or they're just trying to save their neck.
100%. No, absolutely. I get
they're
it.
a victim too. So obviously we don't know which it is, but people are pretty hard on them. We've seen that through the month.
Yeah, absolutely.
Through the course of time, I've come around to thinking, well, maybe they're just victims to it here.
Yeah.
So they know something.
Right. I can understand that completely.
I don't think that the law enforcement will ever come off their position. The people that they've cleared, I've been speaking with another on this, and we're pretty sure that that's never going to change.
Right.
They're not coming off of that position. They've been cleared, and that's the end of that.
Well, they can't make themselves look foolish either, Yeah. So.
Well, lastly, I just want to make sure, so people understand, this has, my position on this has nothing to do with Brian Colbert. I'm not like a Brian Colbert guy, but this is more selfish reasons, because if he's innocent and he's convicted of this crime, well, then I could be next. You could be next.
That's right. That's very, 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 very much right.
So, at any rate.
All right, Eddie. Well, I do appreciate you calling in, and I appreciate your input so very much. And hope to hear from you again here soon one day.
You might. Thanks.
All righty. Have a great one, and thanks for being here today all together. I appreciate you so much. All right. All righty. Bye-bye. All right, folks. Well, I think that is going to do it for the day. That is the end of it. We are done until this evening, of course. But we will be here tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to tell the true story behind the movie To Catch a Killer, the John Wayne Gacy story. For those of you that are interested, I will see you here then. The rest of you guys, I want to thank you guys so very much for all of your input, for all of your, thank you so much, Bama. I appreciate that so much. For all your input, for all your intel, and all your feelings, everything about this, opinions, theories, thoughts, any of it. I appreciate that, guys, so very much. I appreciate the fact that you guys want to come in here to listen, to hear this so very much. And I am super grateful to have you guys as part of this community at this point. I really am. We both are. We all are. That's a fact, guys. You guys are amazing people, guys. Don't forget to love yourselves, to love each other. If I can get this thing to work, I'll get this out there. I had doubt about BK, but after the new body cam of him running red light, I completely have doubt. He was way too respectful to a female officer. That video changed a lot of people's minds, guys. It really did.
You're welcome, Nana.
Been told about him and what we know about him. It sure did. Sure did. That's right, Pink.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
All right, Jules. What'd you say, Mom Bear?
Oh, Nana said, thanks for nothing, Mama Bear. I said, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much again, Bama. I appreciate that so very much. Guys, again, I love you guys to death. You guys are amazing people. Mama Bear, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that so very much. Hope to see you in chat a little bit later. And there's 164 people in here, guys. That is amazing. If you haven't, please make sure you hit the like button. You share this out for anybody that hasn't seen it. And you please, if you can, leave me some comments in the, wait a minute. Let me check something here. Yep, we did break 100. We did break 100. That's another spam call. So again, guys, thank you so much. Jules, thanks for being in here as always. We love you to death. Again, Mama Bear, thanks for being up here with me. We love you to death, and you know that so very much. And all you guys, I love you all to death. Thank you for supporting the channel, folks. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I will see the rest of you guys tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Moderators, you know how I feel. We don't have to say it. I will see you guys all on the other side. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.